Hey everyone, I am Ashley Billington and this is the Campfire. Today we are taking a look at 17-6A. After realignment, nothing has changed as far as teams go in this district. Here's a reminder of what teams reside in 17-6A. Cy Fair, Cy Creek, Cy Ridge, Memorial, Northbrook, Springwoods, Stratford, and Jersey Village. Last season, this district came down to the second to last district game before Jersey Village took the crown. Let's analyze these tunes in our film session. The returning offensive MVP resides at Jersey Village and running back Rashawn Estes. The Falcons went undefeated in district play and will hope to do the same behind Estes and Arbery Carter at receiver. Defensively, Jersey Village has the best secondary around with Chris Noble and Darius Johnson. Stratford will be looking to grab that district title. Nash Rankin is the returning first-team all-district quarterback, and he's joined by Baylor commit Hawkins Pauley at tight end and defensive MVP Cooper King. Cy Creek has a well-established quarterback in junior Brad Jackson, who has been behind center since he was a freshman. Dominic Ramirez could help provide some support at the running back position for the Cougars. Cy Fair took a couple steps back from their usual dominant position, but still have receiver Kyle Chambers and tight end Cooper Stevens to help out the offense. Houston Memorial was a playoff team in 2021, and Hope Grayson Lincecum will help lead the defense. Cy Ridge, Springwoods, and Northbrook will try to improve on a combined 3-district win in 2021. The big rematch between Jersey Village and Stratford will be November 3rd. Let's see if that game decides the district title like it did last year. Now, let's dig even deeper into 17-6A with Houston Chronicle reporter John Foreman and producer Ward Fasold and our district breakdown.
All right, it's district breakdown time. We are talking 17-6A with my Houston Chronicle buddy, John Foreman. Johnny, let's talk a little bit about this district because last year it came down to Jersey Village versus Stratford, and Jersey Village ended up getting that victory and winning the district. Is Stratford ready for a revenge tour here, or how do you see this district playing out?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to bet, I would say that these are going to be the top two teams in this district once again. They both bring back plenty of talented players. That final district championship game between the two, it was really exciting. Came down to a few plays in the fourth quarter where Jersey Village just executed and made it happen. But yeah, I mean, both teams have strong prospects for this upcoming year. Jersey Village has a young quarterback, Adam Tran, and a really tough running back with Rashawn Estes and a couple of talented defensive backs with Chris Noble and Darius Johnson kind of leading the way there. And then, Stratford really has a chance to, be an offensive juggernaut, I think, this year with returning quarterback Nash Rankin. Of course, his dad, Todd, is the head coach there. They've got a good thing going offensively. He passed for 26 touchdowns last year, and he's got a good 1,000-yard receiver in Luke Reeves coming back. And then Cooper King, the heart and soul of that Stratford defense, is coming back at his linebacker position. So they've got some talent on that side of the ball as well. You look at the top of the district, and it's hard to pick against those two teams. But it'll be interesting to see how the third and fourth playoff spots kind of shake out.
We'll talk 18-6A next week. I appreciate you joining us, and I'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
The guys had much more to say on this district, and you can catch the entire district breakdown this Wednesday on our social media platforms. We've heard about the teams. Now let's take a look at some of the athletes to watch out for and our players on the rise. At Houston Stratford, they've been talking about tight end Hawkins Pauley for a while now. 39 catches and 426 yards to go along with 5 scores is what Pauley produced last year, and he scored 9 more touchdowns in 2020. He's 6'4", 245 pounds, and just a huge target in the Spartans' passing game. Pauley is verbally committed to play college at Baylor. Cy Creek quarterback Brad Jackson is still a young buck, but he's been making noise in this district for quite some time. Jackson was given the starting job for the Cougars as a freshman, and last year as a sophomore, he threw for almost 2,800 yards and 29 touchdowns. That was good enough to earn him first-team all-district honors. Jackson has already thrown almost 50 touchdowns in his high school career. The Jersey Village ground attack is formidable thanks to Rashawn Estes. As a junior, Estes led the district with over 1,200 yards and 20 touchdowns. Once Rashawn finds a hole, you might as well cue the band because it's more than likely going to be a house call. Estes was unanimous first-team All-District and expect more of the same this year. One of the best linemen in the district may be at Stratford, and Hudson Peroni. At 6'4" and 260 pounds, Peroni will simply not let his quarterback get his jersey dirty. And in the running game, Hudson takes on multiple defenders to open holes for his running backs. Peroni has offers from TCU and SMU, among others. Plenty of great athletes in this district, but we just don't have time to name them all. Our Word Facility caught up with Stratford head coach Todd Rankin to talk about the Spartans' chances at a title and the rest of the district in our Media Day segment.
All right, it's Media Day, and we are talking 17-6A. I'm joined with the Stratford head coach Todd Rankin. Coach, that was a heck of a year last year. I mean, we're 10-2. You had that. It came down to that game with Jersey Village. I know you probably don't want to talk too much about it, but all in all, in the entire season, you have to be pretty proud of what the teams did. And with most of the teams coming back, actually all of them, in the new realignment, you'll be seeing some of these same teams again. So how do you feel you can build off of last year to maybe get that district crown this year?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very, very proud of last year, but certainly not satisfied with the end. And that's kind of been our whole focus for the off season is how to go from good to great. We'd worked long and hard to kind of build up to where we were this past year, but now our challenge is getting to that next level. We saw that in the Jersey Village game, being able to finish there in the fourth quarter. And then of course, going up against a playoff team like Katy, and no shame in getting beat by those guys, of course, superb team and well coached, but we want to be at that level, we want to be able to be in there with teams like that. So that was our whole off-season focus, to continue things that were helping us to get to 10-2 last year, but then also to build on and find those areas, if you will, where we can go to that next level. So, and especially with a bunch of returning starters, 7 on offense, 6 on defense, we felt like this was the year to kind of really push them hard in the offseason and try to make that jump.
I appreciate you joining us today, Coach, and good luck this season.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Coach Rankin's son, Nash, is the starting quarterback for the Spartans. That must be some interesting dinner table discussions going on in the Rankin household. I would hope, maybe. Could be bad some days, but we'll go for the good. You can hear the entire interview with Coach Rankin on our social media platforms this Friday. And if you just can't wait and you want to hear the extended version of the Campfire with the full version of District Breakdown and Media Day segment, hop on over to our podcast on iTunes and Spotify. That's going to do it for this week's show. Next week, we move into 18-6A, which is an all Houston ISD district. You can keep up with everything on the high school football scene on our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram accounts. Until next time, I am Ashley Billington, and thank you so much for watching the Campfire.